Monday in December. Monday, 1 week ahead of Christmas Day, which falls on a Monday. I know these things because I've been taking a bit more interest in how the world works. Not that I think it's going to make any difference. I still think the place is an entire failure. Christmas. People are getting ready. People are already fighting for car parks and places. Can't find car parks. Can't get shit done. Right? Running at where we've got a heat wave going here, about between 32 and 35 each day this week, which is a bit of a problem for people that are in a hurry to do things. It just sort of wears you down a bit. I actually do like it. I don't want anything to do with it, but I do like it. I like the idea of people get together with their families and having a good time and that, but the trouble is, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way at all. I've got to remember to wave my hands around a bit more. That's what all the news girl readers are doing now. It's too hard. Christmas is quite simply too hard. It puts unrealistic expectations on top of everybody's poor, suffering personality and bank account. Every day there's more that we should buy, they should have this could do something here, and you can pay after Christmas. Well, you pay after Christmas and you'll end up paying for the rest of your life, but you can pay after, and then you can go and have a good time. You'll be so popular, and you'll be able to sit in the surprise bar that you got. It's actually sitting on the front lawn at the moment, looking like a spa sitting on the front lawn. Quite hideous, really. Probably should ask them to move around to Inala where hideous things are allowed during the daytime. I digress again. Christmas, and I want everybody to have a good time. Christmas, and I'd really like people to stop killing each other, Ukraine, Russia. I'd really like that to stop. The expectation is that everybody's going to mention Israel and Gaza. I'm not going to. I simply don't care. Work it out yourself. It's been a scam. It's been going on 50, 60, 70 years. You know that it is. We're being had. The blue and white is flying wildly over the occupied lands. And Israel, having very little else to do, has decided that they might take out most of Hamas. I agree. Take them out. But I need you to understand, Mr. Blue and White, Mr. Benny and I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter what else you do. Doesn't matter how many other people you kill. How many other dramas. You lost it at the beginning, where people actually saw through what you're on about. Benny, this will not save your career. Meantime, over here in Australia, we don't have things like that to worry about. Move along. Enjoy your Christmas. Right, move along. Don't walk slowly. We've got a lot to get through. Christmas is on the way. Have fun. December something. It's a big day. I've actually been out. Not very far, but I've been out. Everybody now should feel relaxed because I'm at home and not likely to get into any situations with any of the neighbours, school children, lost cats, aggravated animals, nothing. Big week. The news, amongst other things, is that we don't have Anastasia Palaszczuk as a premier anymore. Thank you. And unfortunately, we've got quite a sad little bloke called Giggles, because he always has a sort of a pained grin on his face, and I just can't place it. It's something very odd about him. Dr. Miles, is he a medical doctor? We don't know. Or did he just shoot down the road and get a BA for I don't know, drawing shit, something like that? It's hard to know. It's sad that it had to be him, but he's really about the only one that you really might be able to do something with. Me, being totally anti-Labor, can't see any advantage anywhere, actually. And I do believe that Mr. Miles has probably been sent, by Vladimir Putin. Imagine it. He's got fuck all else to do. He's busy being nice to China. He's busy being nice to everybody. He's busy being happy because he's actually making a bit of a dent in Ukraine. I rang him the other day. I said, listen, mate, they want you to stop blowing up normal, everyday citizens. And he said, hey, Bruce, I don't aim at those citizens. He said, you've got to be very careful. You've got to look closely. Check their underwear. Check their clothing labels. Right? They're not displaced. They live there and they're fighting. Except when you turn up, they all put on dresses and walk around talking very strangely. Vladimir, we're going to have to talk about this. People are starting to wonder. So here we are facing yet another Christmas with all sorts of unpleasantness going on. We've got the Israelis that really do have a big problem with Gaza and the people that live there. They don't seem to think they can actually pronounce Palestine anymore. So they really just want to put a name on it that everybody understands. Israel. What gets me, they're both hanging out at that thing on the mount. Church on the mount, or the something on the mount. They both seem to work their way around going there because they both claim it's theirs. Right then, right from that, as far back as that, you must have been thinking, fuck, I don't know that this is very bright. We appear to have two people that have got two different stories, and they live 100 yards away from one another. Well, if you count the tunnels and things like that, and the blokes arriving with paragliders and things like that. I was pretty impressed with that. I personally think they should have arrived hanging on to one of those rockets though. You get more interest. People get interested if you've just arrived on a rocket. I mean, they're not interested if you've just come in a fucking kite thing. Right? Anyone can do that. You arrive hanging on to a rocket, not your own, hanging on to your rocket. Even Benny Netanyahu, is going to look at it and say, not bad at all. Obviously, you're going to be a little bit damaged because if you get too close to the pointed end and you're hanging on, the pointed end is what makes those bloody great big holes you see on TV. So it's kind of going to be a hard landing, but we don't mind. Right? I'm a bit into hard landings, actually. It's happened a few times, various equipment, various things. Hard landings. But a few hard landings in cars. Hard landing onto buildings, fences, chickens, people. Just goes to show. Meanwhile, I'll be back. I've got to get to the bottom of what our Benny's doing over there, like Gaza-wise, and I'll let you know how it goes. You'll have to take my interpretation because it's commonly thought around the place that I'm possibly the only person that has enough brains to work out what's going on. I was the one that actually spread that rumour, just in case you wondered. Does sound a bit like me though. But remember, I know everything and I know everyone. Benny, is that you? I'm out of here.